Alrighty then. Let's take a look at Conquistador, the Age of Exploration, 1495 to 1600. This is an SPI bookcase game from the early 80s. It comes with, these are the original die. Look at them. Just look at them. That's the original SPI dice from mid 80s, early 80s, 83 I think this game came out. You have a rule book, which is real paper. You can write on it, but check this out. Instead of black, the text is in blue. And here we go with the rule book. It gives you a index here at the beginning, which, I mean, that should be the table of contents. But anyway, here is an explanation of the counters and what all the numbers mean. And you have some other markers down here as well. It's giving you a brief overview of different definitions used throughout the game. And here we have your sequence of play. Looks like you have a Royal Council phase, and then there's sub-phases to that. Then you have the initial naval phase, and there's sub-phases to that. Then you have the land phase, and of course there are sub-phases for that. Was that C? Maybe. Yeah, land phase is C. D is the final naval phase, and there are subsections to that. Then it goes over each phase and what happens. Here it describes the Royal Council operations, what happens during that phase of the turn. It's pretty dense text. Not a lot of illustrations. Actually, hardly any at all. It's really dense text. And, well, at least it's given in the 8.3, 8.4. At least it's given in the case overview. That's always very helpful. Here we're going over land combat. Maintenance, golden treasure, resources, settlements and forts, or ports, natives. You always have to fight the unruly natives. Political control, victory conditions, and some discoveries. And this is the back. Then they give you, what is this? Here's the solitaire scenario. Spain in the New World. I assume you play as Spain, and it's 2 pages of solitaire rules, which is really, that's really odd for 1983. Then you have some advertisements and replacement parts, and then there's a Conquistador Expedition Log that you can fill out, make photocopies of. And that's the look at the rule book. Then we have the counters. Well, this is one counter sheet. This looks like the blue and red faction. Unpunched, but a little warped due to its age. Here we have the yellow and green faction. Oh, you know what? There's white and these black counters down here too. I'm not sure what those are. I don't think they're a player faction. I think they're just markers of some sort. Maybe natives or pirates or something. Then you get a pad. Holy cow. A really thick pad of your Conquistador Expedition Log, and it's double-sided. It's got a header and 3 players on one side and 4 players on the opposite. You get a big thick pad of them. Then you get a hard-mounted map, which is, again, kind of unusual for the mid-'80s, early 80s, I should say. And it's one of those quadrifold maps that you have to fold out the right way or it's going to rip open on you. But anyway, here's a quick look at some of the map that's been unfolded. You have all kinds of charts and tables along the edges. Turn records, victory points, all kinds of tables. Charts up here, charts here, charts there. I'm sure if I unfolded it, there'll be charts everywhere. But here's a look at the map. Here's North America. A little bit of this northern part of South America, Central America. It's a hex grid map. It's not actually, it's a nice map, to be honest. It really is. So that's a look at the map from this game that is quite some years old. And pretty good condition I got it in. Counters are unpunched, of course. I love these old dice. Look at them. Look at the four. Look at the fours. They're so far apart. I love these old dice. But anyway, guys, that's a look at Conquistador, the Age of Exploration, 1495 to 1600. Beautiful box art. Looks like a Spaniard right there raising the flag. It's an Avalon Hill bookcase game from 1983, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 1983. Thanks again for watching, guys. Slava Ukraine.